Hello, my name is Daniel Jones. I'm the lead educator and headmaster for Magic School 2012. I am here today to bring you another lesson brought to you in part by yours truly and the Magic School 2012 website. Thank you in part to Magic School 2012 and www.youtube.com. Now, today we are going to be covering lesson number 1 for Astronomy 1 class at Magic School 2012. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the lesson with you, and then I'll stop and take a couple of minutes to go over what is going to be required for homework for the lesson. So please, everybody, bear with me, and I hope you enjoy it. Now, this lesson of astronomy can be found on Wikipedia. That's www.wikipedia.com, and look for astronomy, Astronomy. Let's begin. Astronomy is a natural science that deals with the study of celestial objects such as stars, planets, comets, nebulae, star clusters, and galaxies, and phenomena that originate outside the atmosphere of Earth, such as cosmic background radiation. It is concerned with the evolution, physics, chemistry, meteorology, and motion of celestial objects, as well as the formation and development of the universe. Astronomy is one of the oldest sciences. Prehistoric cultures left behind astronomical artifacts such as the Egyptian monuments, Nubian monuments, and Stonehenge, and early civilizations such as the Babylonians, Greeks, Chinese, Indians, Iranians, and Maya performed methodical observations of the night sky. However, the invention of the telescope was required before astronomy was able to develop into a modern science. Historically, celestial navigation, observational astronomy, the making of calendars, and astrology, but professional astronomy is nowadays often considered to be synonymous with astrophysics. Sorry about the pause there. Got lost for a second. Anyway, during the 20th century, the field of professional astronomy split into observational and theoretical branches. Observational astronomy is focused on acquiring data from observations of celestial objects, which is then analyzed using basic principles of physics. Theoretical astronomy is oriented towards the development of computer or analytical models to describe astronomical objects and phenomena. The two fields complement each other, with theoretical astronomy seeking to explain the observational results, and observations being used to confirm theoretical results. Amateur astronomers have contributed the many important astronomical discoveries Amateur astronomers have contributed to many important astronomical discoveries, and astronomy is one of the few sciences where amateurs can still play an active role, especially in the discovery and observation of transient phenomena. Astronomy is not to be confused with astrology, the belief system which claims that human affairs are correlated with the positions of celestial objects. Although the two fields share a common origin, they are now entirely distinct. Now, for the intents and purposes of this course at Magic School 2012, we are going to be integrating astronomy with astrology. Now, there are several reasons for this. I'm not going to go into them now, they're more personal. One, though, being the fact that they are common in origin. I don't find them to be distinct. I do not believe that you can have astronomy without astrology or vice versa. So we are going to congregate both into the same lesson criteria for this particular course at Magic School 2012. Now, I'm going to go over with you real quick the meaning of the word lexicology. Lexicology. The word astronomy, from the Greek words astron, or star, and nami, from nomos, law, or culture, literally means law of the stars, or culture of the stars, depending on the translation. Use of terms astronomy and astrophysics. Generally, either the term astronomy or the term astrophysics may be used to refer to this subject. Based on strict dictionary definitions, astronomy refers to the study of objects and matter outside the Earth's atmosphere and of their physical and chemical properties. And astrophysics refers, to the branch of astronomy dealing with the behavior, physical properties, and dynamic processes of celestial objects and phenomena. In some cases, as in the introduction of the introductory textbook, The Physical Universe by Frank Shu, astronomy may be used to describe the qualitative study of the subject, whereas astrophysics is used to describe the physics-oriented version of the subject. However, since most modern astronomical research deals with subjects related to physics, modern astronomy could actually be called astrophysics. Few fields, such as astronomy, are purely astronomy, rather than also astrophysics. Various departments in which scientists carry out research on this subject may use astronomy and astrophysics, partly depending on whether the department is historically affiliated with the physics department, and many professional astronomers have physics rather than astronomy degrees. One of the leading scientific journals in the field is the European journal named Astronomy and Astrophysics. The leading American journals are the Astrophysical Journal and the Astronomical Journal. Now, history of astronomy. Further information, archaeoastronomy and lists of astronomers. I imagine you would have to wiki those things in order to find them. Now, history of astronomy. In early times, astronomy only comprised the observation and predictions of the motions of objects visible to the naked eye. In some locations, such as Stonehenge, early cultures assembled massive artifacts that likely had some astronomical purpose. In addition to their ceremonial uses, these observatories could be employed to determine the seasons, an important factor in knowing when to plant crops, as well as in understanding the length of the year. Before tools such as the telescope were invented, early study of the stars had to be conducted from the only vantage points available, namely tall buildings and high ground using the naked eye. As civilizations developed, most notably in Mesopotamia, China, Egypt, Greece, India, and Central America, astronomical observatories were assembled, and ideas on the nature of the universe began to be explored. Most of the early astronomy actually consisted of mapping the positions of the stars and planets, a science now referred to as astrometry. From these observations, early ideas about the motions of the planets were formed, and the nature of the sun, moon, and the earth and the universe were explored philosophically. The earth was believed to be the center of the universe, with the sun, the moon, and the stars rotating around it. This is known as the geocentric model of the universe, or the Ptolemaic system, named after Ptolemy. A particularly important early development was the beginning of mathematical and scientific astronomy, which began among the Babylonians, who laid the foundations for the later astronomical traditions that developed in many other civilizations. The Babylonians discovered the lunar eclipses recurred in a repeating cycle known as a saros, or saros, S-A-R-O-S. Following the Babylonians, significant advances in astronomy were made in ancient Greece and the Hellenistic world. Greek astronomy is characterized from the start by seeking a rational, physical explanation for celestial phenomena. In the 3rd century BC, Aristarchus of Samos calculated the size of the earth and measured the size and distance of the moon and sun, and was the first to propose a heliocentric model of the solar system. In the 2nd century BC, Hipparchus discovered precession, calculated the size and distance of the moon, and invented the earliest known astronomical devices such as the astrolabe. Hipparchus also created a comprehensive catalog of 1,020 stars, and most of the constellations of the northern hemisphere derived from Greek astronomy. The Antikythera mechanism, circa 150 to 80 BC, was an early analog computer designed to calculate the location of the sun, moon, and planets for a given date. Technological artifacts of similar complexity did not reappear until the 14th century, when mechanical astronomical clocks appeared in Europe. During the Middle Ages, astronomy was mostly stagnant in medieval Europe, at least until the 13th century. However, astronomy flourished in the Islamic world and other parts of the world. This led to the emergence of the first astronomical observatories in the Muslim world by the early 9th century. In 964, the Andromeda Galaxy, the largest galaxy in the local group, also my kitty, containing the Milky Way, was discovered by the Persian astronomer Azofi and first described in his book of fixed stars. The SN 1006 supernova, the brightest apparent magnitude stellar event in recorded history, was observed by the Egyptian Arabic astronomer Ali ibn Radwan and the Chinese astronomers in 1006. Some of the prominent Islamic, mostly Persian and Arab astronomers who made significant contributions to the science included al-Battani, Tebet or Thebet, Azafi, al-Bumasar, Biruni, Arzakel or Arzakel, al-Burjandi, and the astronomers of the Maraghe and Samarkand observatories. Astronomers during that time introduced many Arabic names now used for individual stars. It is also believed that the ruins at Great Zimbabwe and Timbuktu may have housed an astronomical observatory. Europeans had previously believed that there had been no astronomical observation in pre-colonial Middle Ages sub-Saharan Africa, but modern discoveries show otherwise. Okay, so now that was a section for the history of astronomy, and I haven't completed reading it, I don't believe. There's one more section called Scientific Revolution. But if everybody would go to www.wikipedia.com and search for astronomy, you will be able to see this section, I believe, called Scientific Revolution. I would like you all to read that on your own for this lesson's homework, as a part of this lesson's homework. Read the section Scientific Revolution in the history section of astronomy, and we will go over it for the next lesson. Now, that concludes this lesson for today. This is a rather short lesson, and I apologize for that, but we are not into the evening times for this lesson. This is the first lesson, and until I get a proper telescope, we're going to have to be doing this stuff by day and by paperwork. So please bear with me, and I will get back with a telescope as soon as I possibly can. Now, for this lesson's homework, read that section that I just described to you, and make sure you have read it alone before the airing of next lesson. I will go over it, and there may be homework. Also, there is a submittable form that is going to be on the right-hand side of this video on the Magic School 2012 webpage, and it's called Astrological Symbol and Its Meaning. There you will put your full name, date, email address, and phone number as usual. In this submittable form homework page, in the blank fields below, you will type in your astrological symbol and then what it represents in the field below that. These are due by next lesson for a grade. Now, your astrological symbol means the one that corresponds to the month that you were born, the month, day, and year you were born. Are you Sagittarius, Leo, Virgo, Capricorn, etc., etc., etc.? And then right below that, in the blank field where it says characteristics, you will find somewhere where your astrological symbol is described, and you will in detail describe in this section the characteristics of your astrological symbol. This will be due by next lesson for a grade, so please make sure you have it done. Okay, any questions can be submitted to me as usual by email at magick, M-A-G-I-C-K, _school, S-C-H-O-O-L, the numbers 201 and 2, the @ symbol, the word Yahoo, Y-A-H-O-O, period, C-O-M. That's MagickSchool2012 at yahoo.com. Don't forget the underscore, and magic is spelled with a C-K. I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. Otherwise, get these submitted so I can get them graded, and I look forward to having you all for the next lesson brought to you by yours truly, Daniel Jones, the lead educator and headmaster at Magic School 2012. Thank you all very much. Blessed be, and have a wonderful day.